Okay. Hey everybody, this is Rustin Rose with Access Entertainment and Metalholic magazine. And with us today, Niclas Engelin of In Flames and Engel, of course.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
And I will butcher the name of the third band, Drömriket.
Yeah, almost. Drömriket. Yeah, that's cool. You got the mark.
I butchered a little bit, but close enough. So now you guys are pretty much at the midway point of the Charming America tour. You seem to be holding up so far.
Yeah, definitely.
How's it going?
It's been a good one. Nice bands, man, War and All That Remains. Good guys and nice music. So it's a perfect build. I love it.
Nice. Now, 2014 was a massive year for you. You were part of 3 new records.
Yeah, I know.
Where do you find the energy or the time to sleep?
I have an understanding, a wonderful wife. That's the start there.
Well, that's the important part. Well, let's start with In Flames. That's why we're here tonight. You guys released Siren Charms last year. Even though you've been in and out around the band for almost 2 decades, I believe this is the first album you've actually recorded with the band, right?
Yeah.
So, what did you, from your perspective, what did you sort of bring to it as a songwriter and as a guitar player?
I think that Björn wrote the songs, and he needed some feedback on some arrangement on the songs and some ideas to the songs. Then I brought my way of playing guitar. I'm more of a Scott Ian, James Hetfield kind of tight.
Right.
I like it that way. He's more like slash kind of open chords and more like big gesture. So we get the best of both worlds. I hope. I mean, the end results turn out really good. So I really love it.
Right, and I see you got your whole EVH rig out there.
Yeah,
so
of course.
You're really loving the heck out of it, aren't you? All right, so Siren Charms sort of continues to show more diversity and experimentation with the band's signature. Sort of an extension of Sounds of a Playground Fading, do you think, or?
Yeah, I think the whole process of actually recording the album was a little bit different from the past, I guess. We moved the whole team, producers Robert Lage and Daniel Bergstrand, and the whole band, the whole recording thing. We moved that to Berlin,
right,
at Hansa Studios, where big artists like U2, Devo, Depeche Mode, and David Bowie have recorded in the past, and you can feel that vibe within the walls of Hansa. And then actually being in Berlin during that period of time, the gloomiest part of the year, at least in Scandinavia and Europe, shine through. And then actually 200 meters from Hansa Studio is where the wall used to stand that divided east from west.
Right.
And that makes a little bit of an impact. You can feel the vibe still. And then actually the Holocaust itself. So they have kept all these monuments and all this. So I mean, you can feel that vibe, and that if you take that and plus that to actually being in Berlin during that time, we couldn't record at Siren Charms somewhere else. So we had to be in Berlin during that period of time to do that. Actually, so that was a little bit of a challenge.
It's interesting, sort of how. You know, the ambiance of a place that you're in can really impact the creative, aspect of all of it. So, now this winter you also released the 4th Engel album, Raven Kings.
Yeah.
Tell us about the new record from your perspective, because I think I told you at the outset, I think it's your strongest one yet.
Thank you. We kind of regrouped after Blood of Saints and really got into what we're gonna do with the next one, how we're gonna do this, and how the song's gonna be. We had Michael in and Oscar in on Michael on vocals and Oscar on drums. Perfect people, just blended in perfectly. And then Michael and Marcus are huge PS4 gamers, and I'm not. I don't know how to do that. So I watch games, I watch movies and read books. So I read a book called Child 44. I believe it's an HBO series nowadays with something like that. It's a really bit odd and creepy. And Michael and Marcus was playing these post-apocalyptic games. I don't know what it's called. Sorry. But we talked a lot. We had a lot of conversations over vibes and moods and song structures and such. And that made it a little bit more easier for me as a songwriter to write the music, to have the moods in, and then send it to Michael for lyrics, and then back again into the rehearsal room and then rehearse it. So it was a long process, but a really funny process to do this, because we built this worlds within this album, Raven Kings.
Right.
So they had this vision, I could be a part of it, write the music together with the guys.
Well, and nice segue, because Michael Salin?
Yeah.
Yeah, the new vocalist in the band and everything. How did his presence impact and sort of alter the sound? What did he bring to the whole project?
He's a very, energetic person. He's very into it, he's very funny.
Right.
He has a lot of positive energy, and that shine through to us, so we can just grasp it and just grab it like this and get along with that. So we kind of set fire to the sparks again and really get the machine engine going again. So that was very inspirational.
Now, to me, I was sort of saying, it's the most cohesive and powerful Engel album yet. Did you try anything new on this record you hadn't done before?
I think that the previous albums has been a little bit all over the place.
Right.
Still good, but maybe too much for a listener to hear.
Right.
Oh, this is a death metal and this is a ballad. Oh, what's happening? So this time we tried to really squeeze it all together and make it a full-on metal album.
Right.
And just good songs, catchy songs, good riffage, metal songs to be remembered.
Yeah, hence that more cohesive feel. That's kind of what I was getting. Now, then it's sort of weird because Engel's your band, but on this album you played guitar on it, you were the musical director on it, you wrote all the music basically, but you've sort of withdrawn yourself from the band as it's just the four guys now. Your name's not on it as a member of the band.
I'm with them all the time. I am. It's a little bit like Sabotage, John Oliva kind of case here going. But in the past I will think positive and just, yeah, Niclas, will you be out on this tour? Yes, of course I will, yeah. Then I get out from in Flames doing 5 weeks, coming home,
right.
Wifey, 2 kids, can I? No, alright, I can't do it. And then fans come, you weren't there, no, sorry, I can't do it, kids, you know. So this time we had a talk about it, conversations about it, and they've been doing tours and festivals themselves and
right.
sound and look really good themselves. So I don't want to interfere with that anymore.
Are they doing it as a 4-piece? Or?
Yeah, they are.
Wow. All right, so, and on top of both those records, as we mentioned at the outset, and I'm going to let you pronounce the name of the other band.
Yeah. Drömriket.
Drömriket. The debut
means,
album. What? Yeah. What does it mean?
Dream Kingdom.
Dream Kingdom.
Yeah.
Now tell us about that project, because one of the fans had said something about it was sort of like a mix of Engel and like Kvelertek, and I don't know if that was just because it's all sung in native tongue but it was very interesting to listen to. I listened to a little bit of it today.
That was a really funny process making that album. It was Adde from Hardcore Superstar, the drummer,
right,
and me, and Ralf Gyllenhammar from Mustache, and then Jonas Lettung, an old friend of mine, on bass.
Right.
And me and Adde started to write music, and we just did go for it. We are huge Sabotage fans, and we started in that corner, and then we ended up in Blue Oyster Cult. How did we get here? I don't know. It sounds good. Yeah, just go for it. And then we started to record, and we weren't supposed to write in Swedish, but then we have our old friend Biffen Jansson who told us, guys, you should write in Swedish. Hey, you can't do metal in Swedish. Or can we? Yes, we can. And then we brought in Jonas, and he wrote all the lyrics, and then Ralph came in. So it's a kind of a, I wouldn't say, a little bit of a political album. We went back to our roots, where we come from, the suburbs, and we noticed that it's all been ruined down from where. When we grew up there, it was really, really cool.
Right.
And now it's like no youth centers whatsoever, just run down. And that's hurted us a little bit. So it's a little bit dedication to the past, or to that suburbs. And I actually took all the photos and everything from that suburbs and turned into the layout and cover art and everything. It was a really cool one.
And the only downside to listening to it is like, I want to know what they're saying. You know?
But you heard it?
Yeah, I've only heard like the 2 tracks that I've seen on YouTube. Now I got to track down the album, hear the whole thing and everything. So before we get out of here, last question. You got a chance with In Flames to go down to South Africa a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
What was that first time? What was that experience like?
That was epic. Really, really cool. Really cool. Just by being there, it's just a feeling of itself. Like I told you earlier about Berlin,
Right.
But this was something else. It was outdoor festivals. We did 2 of them, and it was a little bit. Oh, you can't stand there because there's a hole in the floor. All right, I will stand here then. But besides from that, nice hotels, everything was just perfect. I would love to go there. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Niclas Engelin of In Flames and Engel and Drömriket.
Yes.
Close. Thank you so much for taking the time. Looking forward to the show tonight. It was an honor to meet you.